Well, it's that time of year again. The Christmas tree is lit atop the Capitol Records building, and the smell of peppermint lattes fill the air. Gift-giving and colder weather bring us closer together, and we reflect on the year that has passed, thankful for all that we have. It's also the time for holiday specials and festive music, and what better way to combine the two than with a Charlie Brown Christmas. The soundtrack is a childhood favorite of mine, and it's something I look forward to hearing this time of the year. I am very excited to get in this review. In fact, this album has been on my list to cover ever since I started this series. Before we get into this album, we need to talk about another Vince Guaraldi album, Jazz Impressions of a Boy Named Charlie Brown from 1964. This music was written for a TV documentary about Charles Schulz and the Peanuts comic strip. It's also the first time we hear the Peanuts theme song, Lucy and Linus. Originally, producer Lee Mendelsohn asked Dave Brubeck to do the soundtrack, but he said he was busy and referred Mendelsohn to Cal Tjader. But he was also busy, and Tjader suggested Vince Guaraldi. Because that project ultimately led to a Charlie Brown Christmas, both Brubeck and Tjader wished they had taken the job. The special was made on a shoestring budget and quickly put together. Once CBS saw the finished product a week before its release, they were very much against the use of jazz music for the soundtrack. They felt it was too adult for a children's special. CBS also felt that the finished show was too slow, too religious, poorly acted, and cheaply animated. Because of all of this, the producers felt they had ruined Peanuts. How wrong they were. Just the opposite happened. Nearly half of all the TVs in the United States tuned into the special when it first aired on December 9th, 1965. It won both an Emmy and a Peabody Award. The special became an instant classic and has been rebroadcast every year since then. The soundtrack found similar success and has the distinction of never being out of print. What can I say? The music is just fantastic. Overall, the album is mostly jazz interpretations of traditional Christmas songs with a few original compositions, of which my favorite has got to be Christmas Time Is Here. I love both the choir and the instrumental versions. If I had to pick one over the other, it would be the instrumental track because you get to hear the band play a little bit more, especially the bass. But both are beautiful pieces and played so well. My favorite traditional track is the Christmas song, and up until this review, I didn't know that that was its title. It's also known as Chestnuts Roasting on Open Fire or Merry Christmas to You. It was written in 1944 by Mel Torme and Bob Wells. The King Cole Trio was the first to record it in 1946. Cole would later go on to record it 4 more times during his career, and it became one of his signature tunes. But he's not the only one. Oh no. The song is widely considered to be the most recorded Christmas song of all time. I mean, practically everyone has done it, and yet somehow, whosever version I hear, I still like the song. And that's the power of great songwriting. Guaraldi's version is a wonderful instrumental take on the classic. For me, it captures the holidays, evoking imagery of fireplaces, winter nights, and longing to be with loved ones. Everything the song says with lyrics, Vince puts into his piano playing, and you almost don't need the words to understand the meaning. That's true musicianship, that's playing from the heart, and it's a great way to end the album. Somehow through my years of digging, I was lucky enough to come across an original stereo issue on Fantasy Records from 1965. While there's not much to say about the cover, as a kid I was always confused why Charlie Brown's shirt was sometimes red and sometimes yellow. Turns out, prior to the animated specials, the shirt was colored red for the Sunday editions and colored blue for merchandise. Nowadays, though, his shirt is universally yellow. On the back, we get photos and bios of the 4 big players responsible for the soundtrack and the special. You have Schulz, Guaraldi, Mendelsohn, and animator Bill Melendez, who is the only guy Schulz trusted to bring the Peanuts to life. He was also the voice for Snoopy and Woodstock until his death in 2006. The San Francisco-based Fantasy label was founded in 1949 by brothers Max and Sol Weiss. They were primarily known for releasing jazz records by such artists as Brubeck, Tjader, and Guaraldi, but their most popular group was Creedence Clearwater Revival. What a funny twist of fate. Overall, it's a solid soundtrack, but if I'm allowed any criticism for a classic like this, it would be that it doesn't make sense within the context of an album. Yes, I know it's a soundtrack. However, The Beethoven tune for Elsie is kind of out of left field. It doesn't feel like a Christmas song to me. I would have rather they put Green Sleeves instead, which was featured in the special, but not on the soundtrack for some reason. My only other complaint is that I don't like the track layout. I think it works better on the LP because you can break up the two versions of Christmas Time Is Here by flipping the record over, but digitally, they play one right after the other. I would have rather moved Lucy and Linus to the top, as it sets the mood for Peanuts album, and then I would end side 1 with Christmas Time Is Here, choir version, and then end side 2 with the instrumental version. But keep in mind, these are just minor nitpicks to an otherwise fantastic album. I say pick it up if you don't already own this. It's been reissued a number of times over the years. Two worth checking out are the 2006 double LP, mastered at 45 revolutions per minute on 180-gram vinyl, and the 2012 single LP edition pressed on green vinyl, featuring the bonus track Green Sleeves. Whatever version you choose, it's the perfect soundtrack to end your day of shopping or the background music while visiting with loved ones. I say grab a warm drink and relax by the fire, whether it be real or on Netflix. I'm curious to know what you guys thought. What are some of your memories of watching the special? Do you remember seeing it as a kid, or did you discover it later in life? Let me know. Well, that is all the time we have for you. I'm your Vinyl Geek, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Happy holidays, everybody. Greetings, YouTube land. Hope you enjoyed our episode on A Charlie Brown Christmas. Now, I picked out the perfect drink to complement this album. It's called a White Cap, and you can learn how to make it right here. La-da! Yeah, it even comes with a lovely candy cane. That's good. I love candy canes. Candy canes love me. And this has got lots of rum in it. Rum, rum, rum. Rum in your tummy. Christmas time is here. Christmas time is here.